doesn't believe in making a little time for a little fun? And when we say fun, we mean carnival. So what is carnival? Well, carnival means 4 days straight of partying, day and night in the hot sun, and we mean a lot of water. Carnival is always celebrated the last few days just before Ash Wednesday. And here in Panama, Carnival has been celebrated year after year since the days of colonial rule. Since that time, Panamanians have observed Carnival by dressing up as kings of Spain, Spanish soldiers, slaves, and Indians. Then in the year 1910, the mayor of Panama, Jose Agustin Arango, made Carnival an official holiday for all of Panama to enjoy. The most famous of Panamanian carnivals are those of the small towns in Panama's interior, such as the carnivals in Las Tablas y la Villa de los Santos in the Los Santos province, as well as the carnivals in Oku and Chitre in the Herrera province. Dolega and Chiriquí, Pinanome and Agua Dulce and Coclé also attract great crowds for their carnival. And now the Panama City Carnival is quickly becoming a top attraction as well. In Panama, the biggest carnival is right here in Las Tablas. Although the location may differ, all carnivals in Panama do share several common characteristics. Each town has its carnival queen, and where there's a carnival queen, you know there's going to be a rivalry. And in this case, that's the rivalry between the queen for Calle Arriba and the queen who represents Calle Abajo. Just imagine, it takes nearly 3 hours in a team of about a dozen people to do hair, makeup, and all the wardrobe for the Carnival Queen. She does this 2 times a day for 5 full days of Carnival. For decades, there's been a huge rivalry between the 2 Carnival Queens, Calle Arriba and Calle Abajo. The term Calle Arriba and Calle Abajo was first coined by a priest in the year 1935. The tradition and rivalry between Calle Arriba and Calle Abajo date back to more than 200 years ago, where the original rivalry began in the towns of La Ermita de la Santa Cruz and Caledonia. The people of these 2 colonial towns were divided by their devoted religious beliefs, and for years disputed the date to celebrate the day of their respective patron saint. Since its inception, the difference between these 2 groups, Calle Arriba and Calle Abajo, could always be noted in their chants and songs. But the main attractions in Carnival are always the beautifully decorated floats where the Carnival Queens and her fair maidens, known as princesses, ride through the streets night after night during this special time of celebration. So just how do thousands and thousands of people manage to party for 5 days straight without end under the hot, intense Panamanian sun? One word, culecos.
No venga a decirme que no lo disfruta y no venga a decirme que no lo disfruta. No me gusta el bochinche, me vale lo que dice, lo que a mí me sobra.
During the day, there are 2 floats, one for each of the queens, and to escape the intense heat, the water sprinklers, known as culecos, refresh the carnival partygoers when the Panamanian sun is at its hottest. Then in the evenings, after everyone's clothes have dried, the queen changes into another beautiful dress to match yet another majestic float. The most loyal of the queen's subjects run to the streets to follow their queen and their float in what is known as the tuna. It is true that there are very few hours for rest during Carnival because as soon as the sun comes up the next day, the party starts all over again.
Yo trabajo duro y hago mis quehaceres. noche gozo.